Okay, I think I'm the most, the first time I'm speaking to an international crowd. I think I'm the most Singaporean down here. Yeah. Okay, so today I'm going to share about food legacy, right? From a hawker to opening a chain of restaurants in Indonesia. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Douglas, the founder of Fishbowl Story, a Michelin Bib Gourmand winner, and now the owner of Little Red Dot in Jakarta, also a founder of a food photography company called Ideka Creative. Today, I stand before you to speak about the story not just about food, but about heritage, love, and legacy. It's a story of a restaurant chain built not just on business principles, but on the essence of family and timeless recipes of my grandmother, our grandmother. 10 years ago, I started as a hawker selling fishball noodle. And it's one of my favorite recipes from my grandmother. People ask me, why do you want to become a hawker? Right? I graduated from electrical engineering, holding a diploma cert. And to many people, hawker is a very unglamorous job, right? When I was 14, I already know that I want to be in the food industry. I wanted to be a chef. I worked at part-time in restaurants, small little cafes during my school holidays, and that's how I built up my passion going forward. Why hawker as a start of a business? Because it is the cheapest way to start a business. Cheapest, right? I remember I took out like $12,000, and it was like savings from doing small little business when I was a young boy in school, and just throwing everything into that business, just like that. There was no school teaching you how to become a hawker. There's school teaching you how to become a chef. There's a school teaching you how to run a restaurant, but no school teach you how to run a hawker, right? Such a small little space where everything have to be done there. And that was the reason why I had to work 18 hours a day as a hawker for many, many years. And why 18 hours, right? 3 a.m. in the morning, I wake up, I go to the market, get all the stuff, go to the stall, take 6 hours to prepare, make fish balls, fish cakes, and then need to let it be ready before I can start. So 9 a.m. I start running the business, and then 3 p.m. I close, I wash up the stall, and then we start to prepare the sauces for the next day. We cook all the ingredients that we need for the next day. So when I reach home, it was around 8 to 9 p.m. already. Tough days, right? But it's been 10 years already, and it's a very difficult journey, right? But for me, it was all worth it, right? So business was really good. As I was back then in 2014, one of the youngest hawker in Singapore. And I knew that was a little advantage I have because I was one of the few hawkers that know how to use social media, right? So social media spreading the story about the youngest hawker, and people ask me, why fishball noodles? And then I start to share about my grandmother's recipe. So it was really successful within a really short period of time. Successful, as in many customers. But can you believe it? I barely made a living, although the business was so good. So it means, you are good at doing, making a bowl of fishball noodle, but doesn't mean you know how to run a business. It's two different things. So, my dad told me, just do something else, right? There's so many things that you can do. But I'm stubborn. Now my wife knows. I'm really stubborn. So I told him, just give me 1 more year, right? I want to try. And I start to be more efficient in business. I look for mentors to teach me. So people like, why am I asking them so many questions? But that was how I became different. I understand that it is important to know the business and not just to know how to make good food. So in 2016, the perseverance paid off. I was awarded the Michelin Bib Gourmand, one of the first in Singapore. And there, opportunities came, right? Franchise opportunities came, acquisition inquiries came. So it was a bit overwhelming. But I decided to stick to what I believe in by not selling the business away back then. Maybe I regret a little bit because that was another 8 years, right? So we expanded to multiple joints and outlets here in Singapore. And running a restaurant is not just serving meals. It is more than that. It's about serving memories to many people. Because if you dine and you enjoy the food, you remember them. And when I first started the chain, I didn't want to create another place to eat. I wanted to honor my grandmother, a woman whose kitchen was more than a room in a house. And, it is like a place, a sanctuary where flavors told stories, where ingredients are chosen with love. When your grandmother, you cannot do shortcut, everything must be from scratch. You cannot add MSG and this and that, Yeah. And, every meal was a testament to her heritage and dedication. Growing up, I remember watching her cook, at a pinch of this and that. They will tell you, agak-agak. Agak-agak means a little bit. They don't have measurements like, how much salt do you put? Agak-agak. Everything is agak-agak. So it's like guessing, So I have to record a video of her when she cooked, and then when I do my R&D and my own tests, I have to keep on change the measurements to get to the exact thing that she made. It took me so many years to master the recipe of fish balls. So, I decided to build a restaurant chain. And I didn't want to create just another business. I wanted to share what she gave us, a sense of belonging and the taste of the past. Each dish on our menu is crafted by many original recipes, not just my grandmother, it can be somebody else. The food network is very small, and we always help each other. Maintaining not just the flavor, but also the soul that makes it special, I preserved her technique, respected her ingredients, and stayed true to her philosophy. Cook with love, serve with a smile. In 2023, I decided to sell my business in Singapore away, as I had opportunities to venture into Indonesia. Never have I thought in 2014 that I was going to open a restaurant overseas to showcase what Singapore food is about to the people in another world, in another part of the world. So, it's like expanding a legacy to somewhere else. Sharing a piece of our hawker heritage and the legacy with every customers who walk through the doors. So we grew from a single restaurant into a small chain. And we realized that what made us unique wasn't just about the food. It was the story behind it. People was interested to listen to me, to share, hey, why this, why that, why do you have to do this, and why not the other way? Yeah. So our guests aren't just customers. To me, they are part of the family. Each person who comes through is like they come to a virtual restaurant, virtual table of what Singapore grandmothers do, right? And we want them to experience a tradition that has been passed down and now shared to the world. My legacy is to keep the spirit alive, celebrate her creativity, and to honor the love she infused in every meal. And speaking about customers, shout out to Ryan. You mentioned that saying one kind word to someone, and I feel that we should be that kind customer when we patronize any hawker centers this week, right? Say a thank you to them because they put a delicious plate of chicken rice out for you or a bowl of noodles. As we look to the future, we plan to keep evolving while holding on to what brought us here in the first place, a sense of heritage, authenticity, and heart. Because in the end, running a restaurant is more than recipes. To me, it is about creating a legacy that touches lives, bring people together, and continue the story who came before us. Thank you.